Hey guys, my name is Daniela from Lusófona University and this is FilmEU Academy. FilmEU Academy is all about cinema, and today we're going to be talking about post-production. Post-production is the last step of any audiovisual content, so it needs to be well organized and focused. Today we have our friend and colleague, Ricardo Bacalhau. He specializes on post-production. Hi Ricardo.
Hi Daniela, thank you for having me.
So Ricardo, a lot of new students don't know about this, but post-production is like rebuilding or directing a film?
Yeah, I totally agree with that because sometimes post-production teams need to rebuild a project and we can be a director in some way. Life on a set can be really stressful and we all know it. And some details can be lost. And when we go to the post-production, it makes a huge deal. And so the post-production team can rebuild the project. Like editors can make the scenes and dialogues come together and they need to think outside of the box to rebuild the script and try to improve the project. The colorist makes the color grading and the colors pop, so they give a certain mood to the project. The sound team does the ambient. So I agree with that because in some way you can be the directors too.
Okay, so that seems a lot of work. You need a lot of organization between you, right?
Yeah. So in post-production we have a certain workflow because we have a lot of people in different programs, so we need to have a certain workflows to the post-production go seamless. So the first person to acquire the files is the assistant editor. So he picks up the discs from the data wrangler, he makes the backups and syncs all the files, sound files with the image files because they are recorded separately. So when the editor picks up the project, the only thing he needs to worry about is editing. So then the assistant editor passes to the editor and then the editor picks up the scenes and starts building it. So when the editor makes the final edit, he needs to pass all the information to his colleagues. So he needs to pass the information to the color grading team, the sound team, etc. To pass that information, the editor needs to prepare these files. So to the color grading team, he needs to export an XML file, and the same for the sound team. He needs to export an AAF file. After that, the color grading team and the sound team works in parallel, and the color grading team makes the final render. So when the sound team makes the WAV file, it sends to the color grading team, and then the color grading team exports the final render to be published. Of course, there are other post-production teams like VFX and motion graphics. They all work in the same path as color grading team and the sound team. So when the final edit is done, they start working and then export their files to the color grading team to the final render.
If you found this helpful and enjoyable, please press the like button and subscribe. See you, filmmakers!